Welcome, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I hope you guys are doing great out there. If you guys like this, hit that big old button. Let's get in here. We're looking at what's the gossip. So what's happening now in the mid-month? So let's get to it. What is Scorpio, Sagittarius up to in the mid-month? Tell us the tea. Breaking cycles. Your overall energy is this: breaking cycles, ending harmful patterns, freeing yourself from repetition, new beginnings. It stops with me. I've had enough. I'm stopping this. Cutting cords, freeing yourself. This is definitely a high octane liberation going on over here. You're like, I'm not doing this anymore. In the recent past over here, you do have self mode, independent success, overcoming odds, creating your own path, built from nothing, going from the ground to the top. Within your own self, it's kind of saying that you have given yourself kind of your own tower moment. And not the one where you averted a disaster. I mean the type that you had this kind of, it would be like the tower to the judgment, where you're saying, I have had enough. I'm breaking these things and I'm sticking with it. So whatever that is, you've had enough and you're cutting that out of your life, and determined to do so. Remaking yourself, rebuilding yourself, seeing yourself in a new way. Overcoming any odds, whether it's in your mind, in your daily life, all in one. Becoming this new made person. You are open for business over here. Trust the signs in the present. Paying attention to guidance, universal speaking clearly. Universe speaking clearly. Following intuition. That message is received. I see the signs that are going on. I'm following my gut instinct. I have the guidance. And some of you may feel you really do have guidance. Maybe you have someone around you who gives you guidance and you follow that guidance. Really trusting within yourself right now. But they really want you to trust in the signs to keep you going, to keep you following that path that you're trying so hard to break that cycle, not allowing the old cycle to come back. The old repeating messages of, I'm doing so good, oh no, I'm doing bad, right? Not allowing resistance into your life. Ooh, look at that, guys. In the near future, you do have booked and busy, productive, full schedule, no time to waste. Success is on the calendar. I can do this. I've got deadlines, calls, meetings. Things are working out for my best interest. No more repetitive, draining cycles. You're channeling in your own personal and professional empire. Okay, guys, let's do it. This is beautiful. Focusing on what's important within your life. New schedules, new routines, keeping yourself busy, having your job keep you busy, whatever it may be. Everybody's story is going to be a little bit different, especially when we're talking about a reading like this. So going straight into the past, we're going to pull a card or two. Tell me. Oops, don't knock the whole board over. Eight of Cups in reverse. Trying one more time. You were aimlessly drifting. There could have been fear of change, fear of loss. Even though I want it, what if it doesn't work? What if I've tried to break the cycle before and it doesn't work again? But now you're telling yourself, and I'm telling you, it was like this back and forth, right? But somehow you had some kind of great awakening within yourself that said, no, I'm going to do this. I'm overcoming these odds. I'm overcoming everything, and I'm going to create my own beautiful new beginning. Starting from scratch within your mind, maybe within your whole lifestyle. Okay. That was, guys, the exact turning point where you decided to stop running and finally face the odds. And you decided that I'm going to break this cycle for once and for all. Present. The present says you have the Page of Cups. Trust your intuition. You have new love coming in. You're a dreamer. You have sensitivity. So you're happy. You have a happy surprise coming out of this situation. New creative opportunities coming towards you. You might even have those intuitive, messages and moments within your life that keeps you going strong on this new you. Could even be somebody. It could even be a Pisces that's coming in to help you within this situation. Queen of Cups. A lot of water going on over here, guys. You guys are really using your intuition, really using your poise. Healing. Feeling comfortable. Keeping yourself on this emotionally stable way of not only thinking, but moving, living, using compassion towards yourself as you do to others. But now you're saying, I'm looking deeper within this cup. She can see deeper within this cup. You know that something's happening. You know that something's going to spark. And it's not just some, oh, it's going to happen this time. No, it's this deep knowing that I'm on the right path. I'm trusting within the signs. I'm looking at things from a different perspective. I'm looking inward instead of always outward. If we're always looking outward, we're always going to find trash. We're always going to find disappointments. We're always going to find something that's going to take us back to the cycle. And you're saying no more. It starts with me, in which it does. It doesn't matter what the outside world is saying. I'm looking deep within myself. Looking beyond the means. Looking at your self-worth, looking at the money and the prosperity that's coming your way, traveling in the right road at the right time, using the energies that we have available to us this month for your own opportunities. There's a hunger here, a hunger for breaking that cycle, a hunger for something new, a hunger for bettering myself through this situation. Clarify on that 9 of Coins. Emperor mode to the, oh my God, to the freaking sun. Wow. Like I said, when I said you were hungry, boy, are you hungry. You're hungry for putting yourself back into your own kingdom and becoming the king or the queen of your own kingdom. This is your empire. Setting your life back to where you feel the joy, the success, and the happiness. The warmth, feeling that celebration within. This is a complete rebirth of the way that you've been doing things. Allowing the sun to come in, warm you, hold you, shine on you, and allowing you. This is the rollover to here, to the near future, to the booked and busy. Why? Because it's going to put you into the spotlight. It's going to allow you to shine where maybe you haven't seen any shine for a while. Sitting in the limelight. Feeling more stable, more structured. Feeling protection. Knowing you're protected. using new rules and new power. And it's kind of interesting. I don't use that much when it comes to the Emperor. I mean, I just don't. But the reason is because you're giving yourself new rules that's going to allow you to have a new type of power. You're rewriting your history through your mind, through the way you stand, by the way you're walking, by the way you carry yourself, right, all together. Just everything about you is just definitely taking on this phoenix effect that you're doing yourself. This is not the universe doing this for you. This is you saying, I'm allowing this to happen. I'm going to put myself there. Because like I said, you gave yourself a tower. You gave yourself the judgment call. You facing what it was that you were facing that was not working. Feeling your overall independence. This is all about self-love. Booked and busy in the near future. Ten of Swords to the Six of Cups. Wow. Justice to the Empress. Wow. This is where things become justified for you. This is where you have the recovery. You feel the recovery. You're booked and busy. You're no longer wasting time. You're no longer feeling like life is a waste of time or what you're doing is a waste of time. You've trusted in the signs. You've trusted in yourself. And now everything's coming together, and it's coming out with its own clarifying card of the Six of Cups. This is an absolute, just an absolute powerhouse ending here. Surviving the brutal betrayal of the world and walking straight into what it is you want. You're taking the blades right out of your back. And as they're falling and falling, you just keep getting busier and busier, and everything is gradually turning around. Rising from the ashes. I'm telling you, this is a phoenix effect. Rising from the ashes into a new phoenix. It's like targeting, with the Six of Cups, this like specific person from your past, of who you always wanted to be, what you seen yourself as being, putting yourself back into that place of innocence, of this is who I was supposed to be. This is what I was always meant to be doing. It's like putting yourself back on a place of purity before the world handed you nothing but nuts and bolts, and you couldn't, then nothing ever fit. Why they give me these nuts that don't fit with these bolts? I'm building nothing. But now you're being handed this new understanding, this new way, because you decided that you were going to do it. So now the universe is intervening. How do we know the universe is intervening? Because the last two cards are major arcanas. You start getting all these major arcanas coming out where the universe says, I'm stepping in to help. I'm stepping in. I see you're trying. I see what you're trying to do. The attempt to get back on track where you're supposed to be. I'm now going to intervene. I'm going to help. More so than before. It wasn't that they were never helping before. It was just about, how do I let them help me if I cannot help myself, or if I don't understand, or I'm too scared, or everything keeps falling apart, or I have this negative way of being something and it just keeps ending up the same way as this karmic harmful cycle that I keep going through, or going back to the same type of person, which just ends up me the same kind of person in the inside. But now you're saying, I'm firmly sitting on my throne, looking expensive, looking untouchable, looking beautiful. Why? Because I have a limelight. Because remember, this here is from the present into the near future that's going to follow over. The sun is following you, keeping your head high above the water as the Queen of Cups in the present, and then bouncing right into this Empress, because you said I'm going to be in Emperor mode. I said I was going to be in boss mode. So now I can definitely be in this Empress mode. Now that means I can co-create. That means I can procreate. That means that I can manifest. That means that I can turn things around into total abundance. And working with the powerful 3 within yourself, mind, body, soul. Why? Because it's justified. Everything's working in your favor. Everything's balancing in your favor. The scales are tipping into your favor. No more bad karma. Now all the good karma is coming back towards you. This is the ultimate silent payback. A time where justice is served because you win. You've outgrown the old. You're leaving behind that graveyard of old relationships, old ways of thinking, and this is the new you. And you are what, my friends? Booked and busy. I'm not wasting any time. I have success on my calendar. Beautiful. Beautiful and victorious. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.